Alright, are we rolling? Hello. You know, it's often said that Britain and America are two nations separated by a common language. But they're also separated by the items on their menus and in their mouths. Even after living in the United States for almost 14 years, I'm still constantly surprised by American food items that I didn't know I needed. You may remember that in my last outing I spoke with Scottish YouTube sensation Shaun, who pointed out one such dish.
Chicken fried steak. Have you ever heard of chicken fried steak?
Never heard of it. Where did you see that?
There was in this diner, and it was, I didn't know if it was chicken or steak, but I think it's beef.
Okay.
And it had batter on it.
Wow, this is getting more confusing.
It was really confusing, but it was very, very good. And that was apparently a very normal thing to have at a diner here.
Send me the address.
Yes, I will do that.
Since I definitely forgot to follow up on that address, and since it's probably located 2,000 miles away, I decided to look up some places much closer to home. And anybody that knows me or has seen the video 7 Things America Does Really Well will know that I have an unhealthy obsession with American diners. And today I'm going on a journey to feed both that obsession and myself. The door's locked.
One of the benefits of living in Chicago is that there is a diner right on your doorstep. Unfortunately, they don't all do chicken fried steak, so that's why I'm walking to one 4 miles away. There are beautiful surroundings here in Chicago. The sun is out and everywhere you look, there is human merriment. And I'll be honest with you, I'm really hungry. I think if it's all the same with everyone else, I'm going to catch the train. Now, before I pop into Stellas Diner, let me take you back in time to that time that I was on the train just now.
In reality, the train journey took 25 minutes, but we cut it down to 9 seconds so that you, the viewer, wouldn't fall asleep again. As I sat there, lost in a state of hunger, I asked myself one very simple question. How had I never heard of chicken fried steak? Was Ed Harris directing my entire life from a studio in the sky? And if so, that's fair enough, but unfortunately he wasn't. You see, it turns out that chicken fried steak is essentially the same thing as country fried steak, which I have most certainly heard of and somehow never devoured. It's said that chicken fried steak sort of resembles the Austrian dish Wiener Schnitzel, just with a different accent. And that accent might well be Texan, because it's claimed without compelling evidence that the small city of La Mesa, Texas was the birthplace of CFS, as in chicken fried steak, not chronic fatigue syndrome. You see, the story goes that Austrians imported their wieners, not to mention their schnitzels, to the southern United States in the 19th century. Today they've spread all across the United States, but crucially, chicken fried steak is a key component of the state dish of Oklahoma. And this is music to my ears, chiefly because of something I said to Shaun, the Scottish YouTube sensation.
That's something I really love about this place, is getting to try different foods from different places and identifying it with that place.
Yep.
Hello. Looking for a table for one?
Yeah, you can take the little booth over there on the other
Oh, great. Thank you. Could I get the country fried steak and eggs?
How you like your eggs, sir?
Over easy.
You okay with the hash browns, potatoes?
Hash browns would be great.
Biscuit, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Great, thank you.
Sir,
Ah, great, thank you.
you're welcome. Enjoy, sir. Let me know if you need anything else.
I will.
You okay, sir?
It's tremendous, thank you.
All right.
Now the moment of truth. That's amazing. It's the gravy that makes it. I'm just going to try a little piece without gravy to see what that's like. Yeah, even without gravy, it's definitely still fried. But Shaun was right. I mean, this is pretty phenomenal, and I think that, you know, if I could, I'd eat one of these every day, but I'd go into cardiac arrest. I think I'm going to have to give this 4.5 Lorenzos. Hello down there. It's worth mentioning that Stellas Diner is a stellar diner.
As I made my way home, there was only one thing on my mind. Would I even survive this wobbly train? But also, what's the deal with chicken fried steak? I was so preoccupied with eating it, filming it, and talking about it that I almost overlooked one very important question.
I didn't know if it was chicken or steak, but I think it's beef.
Where was the chicken in all of this? So I looked it up. There is no chicken in chicken fried steak, which is only called chicken fried steak because chicken fried steak is a steak that's fried like fried chicken, hence the name never mind, you get the picture. As for Oklahoma, I can't say whether or not I got an authentic taste of the Sooner State because I've never been there. But I did serenade the diner with my rendition of Oh What a Beautiful Morning, but sadly you don't get to see that because it was a private performance and because the tapes have been confiscated by the FBI.
Unbelievable. We left the door unlocked this whole bloody time. I can't believe... Oh, you're still watching, are you? Well, I've got a bone to pick with you. Why didn't you tell me that I had a piece of yolk in my beard the whole time I was doing that video? I literally had egg all over my face. The only way you can make this up to me now is by bolstering my numbers on Twitter by following Lost in the Pond US. Or better yet, support this channel by going to patreon.com/lostinthepond. Until the next video, goodbye.